So we've got another video today, again in regards to the IKamper. There's been quite a fair bit of talk going on through the Facebook groups and IKamper forums in regard to storage and these IKampers. As many of you are aware, there's not a great deal of storage available up there, particularly with the latest version 2.0 with their thicker mattresses that are supplied in them. So what many do is they remove those standard mattresses and replace them with the X-Bed Megamat Duo mattresses. Now there's quite a you've probably seen on some of my other videos, there's quite a few different options available for them. There's like you could use a single one, you could use two single, you could use apparently you can get away with two duo mediums that'll fit perfectly in them, or like I've done, I've got the Megamat Duo LW Plus and the Megamat Single M Medium sleeping mat in there, so they're up there now. But what this video is about is actually to show you just how much storage you actually can get into these things with doing away with your standard mattresses. I'm able to fit all my bedding, pillows, etc. up there. Now there is a little bit more work involved in such as removing the air out of them. Doesn't take long, generally a few minutes. All I do is just basically roll them up into thirds, lay on top of it, get most of the air out, and then I usually find that's enough air to fit all the stuff in. So there's two mattresses up there now. So I'm going to show you now. This is a bit of a trial as well. It's not long I've got these mattresses, and with the coronavirus epidemic that's going on worldwide at the moment, there's no chance to actually go away to go camping, so I haven't really been able to put this to the test apart from the last few days. So just camping out the backyard here. As you can see, I've had this set up for a few days now and just trying different trial and error. So I'm going to try another trial today and you guys are going to join along with me. Okay, we're up in the IKamper now, and as you can see, this is the IKamper all set up. I've got the two Duo Megamats. So what I'm going to do now is first I will fold this one up. Well, I say fold, I mean I'll get out as much air as possible that I can without going overboard. And then I will do the Duo as well. And I'll show you how I store them in the IKamper, and go grab my sleeping bag and a couple of pillows and some sheets and maybe a doona as well, and just show you how much I can fit in here as well. Okay, first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start with the single out the front. So I'm going to let the air out of that one. Now to do that, first thing, as you're aware, this is a X-Bed mat sheet. So right now that's quite tight. We'll actually lift it off just a bit off the corner there, but like here, that's quite tight. So what I'm going to do is just lift this up, and there's this little toggle here that we need to loosen. Okay, now that I've loosened that, as you can see, I'm able to easily lift that up. So what we'll do now, just move this around. We need to unplug the okay, so you can see the air's coming out of that already. Now also what we can do is, it's a good idea, won't hurt to also unplug the inflation valve as well. Alright, then what I do, switch it around. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I fold these up. So all I do is in thirds. takes a little bit more time to setting up. Not so much a setting up. Setting up doesn't really add much time at all, because when you arrive at camp, all you've got to do is just lay these out, undo the inflation valve, and these will inflate on their own. Now that's enough, so I'm going to seal that up so that when I unfold it, it doesn't fill up with air again. Okay. And as you can see, that's quite flat. So what we're going to do now, we'll get this out of the way, and we'll do the same with the Duo here. Now the Duo, I've already undone the deflation valve up that end. So what we do is again turn these around. So same principle, same step as what I did with the other one. So these newer Exped Megamat Duos, I think the ones that are released since they were made since 2017, they've got much larger deflation valves on them. So as you can see, the air, now when I get to this stage, I press the valve on the inflation one as well, and the air comes out a lot quicker. Actually, I haven't got that one open. Here we are. So I'll just lay on this until most of the air has gone out. So what I'll do now is fold it over on itself. Now as you can see, it adds a little bit more time to packing away, but this is something you can easily do every morning once you get out of bed. You can pack these bags of your bedding away. Now that should be enough. As I said, this is a bit of an experiment for me as well. Now just out of curiosity, now I could unfold that and fold up again and get more air out, but I think that's going to be enough. So I'll close these valves up. Okay, so there you go. Now once I unfold that, you're going to see how thin that has compressed it down. So what I'll do now is I'll grab the camera, because obviously I can't close it with you guys up the far end there. So I'm going to grab the camera and I'll show you how I'll fold this up. Actually, I can fold it up. So what I do, like so, make sure it's flat, then fold it over itself in the middle. Now you could, there's no reason, and I haven't tried it yet. Okay, and then that will be stored over that far end. Now you could, I don't see any reason why you could probably leave this open in one whole piece there, which is something I might try. We'll see how I go. But as I said, there's probably no reason why you need to fold this over flat like so. But let's try this way first and see how we go. Okay, as you can see, that's what I've done so far. Like I said before, there's no reason why I could not leave that full one piece there, because it's not going to overlap on here. So this here will fold over on the top. So what I'm going to do now, again, Now guys, this is also experiment because I haven't tried this with this medium yet. This is the first time. This has just arrived. So it looks like what we might do, we might actually put that over the top here. Let's give that a go. Let's try the bedding like so. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll go grab my pillows, etc., and give that a go. I've got my 2 pillows here. Alright, what I'll do, I'll put that one there, and it'll probably sit there. Now you can see there's quite a thick sleeping bag here. This is a -7°C sleeping bag. This can be fully unzipped and used as a huge blanket / zuna. I'll put that there. Now that's generally what I'd use, what I'll take. Okay, that's easy enough to cover the 2 people. Should be able to fit another sleeping bag in there as well. We'll close this and see how that goes, and then I'll open it and we'll see how we go with extra gear in there. Now that sleeping bag will compress down quite significantly of what you see there. So let's give this a go. As you can see, that actually did close. Now there was a little bit more effort there to close that last bit. Probably no more than what it used to be like when I had the original IKamper mattresses in there. They were a bit like that. I think that duo mat, if I actually first idea lay that out flat in one piece without folding it in half, I reckon that will close a lot easier. So we'll open that up and give that a go. Front's really good, it's only the back where it's just a little bit more effort. Okay, I'll just go and put that mattress, the first one, the way I just mentioned it, and we'll give that a go. Okay, here what you see here is the X-Bed Megamat Duo. Now what I've done is I've unfolded it as I've explained before, and it's now covering that whole main section there. And what you see there, that black thing that you see there, that's actually what's called an aero mesh, and what that is, it is a condensation mat. Now you can see the duo underneath, and the other stuff is sitting on the top of that. What we're doing right now, just getting prepared, close the IKamper now. So what I've done, as you've seen before, is I've actually placed the X-Bed Megamat Duo on that main section and the medium on the top, and on top of that I've placed the sleeping bag and the 2 pillows at the far back corner. And now what we're doing, we're just closing the IKamper up now. Now you might notice I have not placed the cover for the legs there that fold out. There is like a canvas cover that covers the base of that. For this test I didn't bother to do that. Those straps you see on the side, what they do is they pull in the sides as you close in the annex. So you watch here as they pull in the sides. See how the whole sides are just pulled in? So that way there's very little, if any, canvas that you need to push back into the IKamper when it's closed. Now it's only the latest version, the 2.0, that does that, and I think it's a brilliant idea. And as you can see on this occasion, it succeeded, except for just that little piece on the corner there. So there he is. I just realised that, and I'm just closing it now. Now I don't know if you noticed that, but that went down a lot easier than what it did before. So at this stage it appears to be very successful. So let's just see what happens when we try to lock it. So I should be just grabbing the keys here shortly. There we go, grabbing the keys, pushing it down. Probably around about the same effort as before. The effort shown there is actually a lot easier than what it was with the original mattresses. This is it. Now look at that back. I don't know if you saw the other video I done. I actually had to put a bit of my body weight on that. So that closed with no problems whatsoever. Very simple. Now I'm looking quite happy there. Right, here we are. This what I'm showing you now, that's a huge doona. Okay, that's a doona is a combination of wool and synthetic. It's king size. So what we're going to do here now is see if it closes with the doona, 2 X-beds, the thick sleeping bag, the 2 pillows. Not only that, don't forget there's also the aero mesh condensation mats in there as well, and then we've got the sheets for the X-bed mega mats as well. Mind you, there's only the sheets just for the one, but they are quite thin. So here we are, we folding her over. Again, I'm making sure the front is tacked in and using those straps. Again, to show you how good those straps are. Those straps are brilliant. One of my favourite things about the 2.0 latest version is the fact that you actually get those straps to assist folding in all that canvas. Now, the secret here is I do take my time. It's not like it looks like I'm struggling there. I'm just taking me time. So what that does is gets the air out. That way, if you don't rush, you'll get all those sides that will just see. You can see how those sides are all coming in the canvas. So then I don't have to run around and tuck them in. And the secret is just to make sure that give that time for the air to extract out of it. So just tucking the straps back in now. So it shouldn't be too long now. I'll grab the keys and we'll see how it goes to close. Now this time for some reason it was a little bit harder at the front, but it was a lot easier at the back. So I think I probably didn't fold out that big doona well enough, and it was kind of bunched up a little bit at the front. So you can see I've put in just a tiny bit of effort. Again, probably no more than what I used to, the effort that it was taken when I was closed original IKamper mats. So you can see the back, bang, that just comes down so easy. And now I am locking it. So it just goes to prove it does close.